Yeah, I definitely
I want to
understand the music industry better. I really do. It's interesting. I don't like, not to brag on my band or anything, but seeing how some of these bigger bands do it, it's like some of the attendance for some of these like well-known bands is really like, you'll see like some of these bands pull up in like a fucking $1 million tour bus. Meanwhile, we've had like the same attendance at some of the shows. It's weird.
That's on having a label.
Yeah, it's just like I don't understand
Another
how you
thing
get to that point.
Is like, just because you have a lot of fans and a lot of listeners does not mean that will translate to live listeners. Like, it's a big problem with especially hip hop. People will find their music on the internet and shit, and they fuck with it, they vibe with it, but it's like, it's not something you'd care to go see in person. Whereas like, you know, the energy at a like show like yours, for example, would be worth going to see. But if you're going to see like fucking Smoke Perp or something that you found on SoundCloud, like there's just like, what is there to go see? Just listen to his music. Because especially for that genre, they pretty much just play an MP3 anyway and give him a mic and let him do karaoke. So,
you know what's crazy to me is raves. Like the fact that like Martin Garrix just made a song on his laptop and then he goes live and just presses play. And then there's like
up there and
100,000 people just half naked dancing and vibing and like stoned out of their mind.
And all he has to do
DJs are just music cheerleaders.
Yeah, least favorite genre, but favorite community. They're so goofy. Rave people are just the funniest work of nature around. It is just the goofiest shit ever. I love it. I love that they're all just hippies.
They're like the sluttiest people around too.
They're just living. They just don't care.
Well, yeah.
They just.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's like one thing.
Please don't horse shade.
They just don't care. They're just like, I'm here to take absurd amounts of drugs, dance in a circle, and then probably sleep with 16 different people in a span of 2 days.
It's real primitive.
Yeah, it's literally just ape mode with some EDM in the background.
It is very primitive. Yeah,
it's funny. I fuck with it. I don't like EDM at all. To me, the genre kind of sucks. But the people, they good.
EDM is like list. There's just
it's like a
million
broad,
different subgenres of EDM.
I there's not been one that
like
I found yet that I don't like house or any dubstep or any form of dance music. It's just not for me. There's nothing I have against it. I don't think it's a shit genre or anything. It's just not for me.
I thought Skrillex was sick when I first heard him.
Everybody,
everybody
back
did
in the Call of Duty days and early COD days.
He was like metal for people who didn't want to get into metal, because he literally wrote songs in metal song structures because he came from, from First to Last, the band?
Yeah.
Like he literally was like, damn, metal way too much work and not enough money in this shit. I better make fucking wub wub music.
He was right.
From First to Last was a really fucking emo band.
Oh, they were awful.
Like, crabcore as fuck.
Yeah, they were prime at like Attack Day. Like just ones and zeros with absurdly bad choruses.
Posture?
Well, yeah, posture too. Well, I will say though, late stage Attack with Caleb Shomo, not too bad.
Shut up, dude.
I'm sorry.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Caleb Shomo is still a fucking king.
Caleb Shomo, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's been Beartooth now. He's a vocalist of Beartooth. He was
there's this fucking gnat on my screen, and it keeps following the little red line in Audacity.
McNasty, do you remember Stick Stickly, the Attack song, the music video where they're just crab corn?
I think so, yeah.
Do you remember the chubby little nerd on the keyboard that just did nothing? He just sat there on the keyboard and played that stupid little fucking middle interlude part. That's Caleb Shomo, except he's like jacked and handsome and
he became the singer after a while?
Yeah, well, he became because Austin Carlisle, I think, was it? They kicked his ass out because he was sexually assaulting people or whatever the fuck back in the day.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what that is in the death course. I don't know if that really happens that much anymore.
Well,
probably not. Now with the internet age. Actually, yeah, I was gonna say,
just
didn't
happened
fucking
to Dance Gavin Dance, dude. Their band's getting fucked. Like they lost their bassist, and now Tillion's out too.
Yeah, Tillion's in trouble.
Yep.
But
I guess it does because
the old
lead singer
so we'll see.
Oh, okay, then it's not an allegation.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. My bad. Yeah,
well,
that's tough.
the old vocalist from Lorna Shore was accused for that kind of stuff, but he proved himself like wrong, like that wasn't true. But he got kicked out of the band for it.
I think it's just the same with YouTube and like anything. You get a lot of these like mostly like shut in, kind of nerdy, weirder people who just spent their whole teenage years not socializing because they were working on whatever they were doing. Then you give them like any sort of money, fame, or power, and they just have a tendency of abusing it. They
don't know how to act.
Yeah, just insecure, and they just put it onto other people and make themselves feel like God by doing whatever the fuck they want. So yeah, it's a problem that should be dealt before with before any sort of fame. Probably should get therapy if you're that insecure of a person. But it happens.
Nah.
Well, the thing is too is like, I mean, even if you're not insecure, like if you're just an ugly mug, if you're just an ugly ass motherfucker, but you don't necessarily have like self-esteem issues, and you go from having like 0 bitches to like tons of bitches because of fame, people have the tendency to not know how to handle that.
Yeah, I mean, that whole idea though of just like going from one social setting to another is enough to make a lot of people act like pieces of shit.
Bad parenting.
Yeah.
It starts at home.
I guess, yeah, bad parenting too.
More than likely. Yeah.
But the thing is, it makes me think, like, are you, like, if you're, like, let's say a YouTuber, I'm not going to name any names, goes from just, like, ugly mug ass motherfucker, and then just, like, hella
Who
views.
is he talking about?
and then they're, like, they go and talk to, like, younger, like, underage people. Were they like that before? Like back when they were just a no-view ugly ass motherfucker?
Probably not, because they didn't have the confidence to they didn't have the inflated ego of having wealth and a viewer base to go and message these women. And the thing is, they still don't even have like actual confidence. It's like because they usually go after fans, so like people they know they have power over.
They want that parasocial relationship.
Yeah, they look up to me, so therefore I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can like easily manipulate this person into thinking I'm the fucking best.
But I'm just like,
they probably were like that before. They just didn't have the confidence to do it.
Same with like a boss in a workplace, they just abuse the fact that they're like in charge, honcho. Kind of. Yeah, it's like the same.
I'm just talking
mentality.
about like pedophilia, like tendencies.
Well, that's the thing. It's not I shouldn't say for all of them, but at least 2 of the YouTubers that I think we're immediately thinking of, I don't think either of them are even remotely pedophiles. They just...
I was thinking of like EDP.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, he's a complete fucking pedophile. Yeah, that's different. He's a complete fucking pedophile. No, I just mean like some of the ones that have been outed for like messaging underage fans and stuff, they're definitely not pedos. They're just... Yeah,
the 2 I'm thinking of, I don't really consider pedophiles.
They're just like... Yeah, they were just like, wow, this is going to be way easier. Because easy to manipulate and young, and I'm an idiot.
Predatory, but not to a pedophilic sense, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fucked. It's what it is.
Yeah,
I know, like, there's a lot of people that defend him. They're like, it's not illegal. It's like, okay, that's fair. I suppose they're not going to get prison time. That doesn't mean it's okay. Like, it's just not something you should ever partake in.
Still a little sauce.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, if a girl comes to you and you're over the age of 18 and she's like, "Hey, I'm 16," and you should just walk away. Just don't even engage in it. There are more women out there. You don't have to.
Be like Greek God. You ever seen that clip? I think it's Greek God. He was talking to this girl on the street while he was doing an IRL stream, and like he wasn't like even flirting or anything. He was just talking to this girl. And he's like, "How old are you?" I think she said 16 or 17, and he doesn't say a word. He just starts sprinting full speed. It's such a funny clip. It's so good. Just runs right through traffic and just speeds away with his fucking IRL stream. It's so funny. Actually, it might have been... No, I don't think it was Tyler one. I can't remember who it was. I feel like it was Greek, but it's just such a funny clip. But yeah, more streamers and YouTubers need to take note of that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Should we end on that note on pedophiles?
I think we should end on an up note.
A pedophiliac.
We're not pedophiles.
Do the piano?
The fuck was that?
Did that not even come through?
That sounded like a laser gun from Star Wars. Okay, fantastic.
Me tiptoeing into your house at night
to peg my
me tiptoeing in my
butthole.
dad's kitchen to eat his raw cookie dough and a shredded cheese. Okay, all right.
My dad falling down the stairs after I pushed him.
Goons Podcast.